Hi, this is Gihan from Gihan's Test Automation Lab. Today I will explain Selenium 4. First, I will explain the architecture before Selenium 4. Once you write your Selenium script based on different languages such as Java, Python, Ruby, C Sharp, that language need to be converted into JSON format. So after that, the HTTP request goes through browser drivers, and from browser drivers it comes the response to a Selenium client. So we need JSON via protocol to convert this, encode and decode the API request. Once implementing Selenium 4, the JSON via protocol is eliminated, and all the API request goes through W3C WebDriver protocol. So it's a standardized mechanism which uh, allow the W3C protocol regulations. So in Selenium 4, once you write your Selenium script in different languages, it goes through WebDriver interface, and remote WebDriver class implements the WebDriver interface, and Chrome driver class extend remote WebDriver class. So in Selenium 4, the new added feature is the Chromium driver. Chromium driver supports for Chrome driver and Edge driver. For Internet Explorer and Gecko driver, which is the Firefox driver, directly interact with remote web driver. I will explain that in if you go to the documentation. Here is the class Chrome driver. So in Chrome driver, you can see public class Chrome driver extend Chromium driver. If you go to the Chromium driver, here Chromium driver extend remote web driver class. So if I click on remote web driver class, so remote web driver is implements WebDriver interface. From which version Selenium 4 apply? Selenium version below 3.8, we use JSON via protocol. From 3.8 onwards up to 4, we use both such as JSON via protocol and W3C WebDriver. From 4 onwards, we use only W3C WebDriver. So what are the advantages of using Selenium 4? One is standardize, second one is stability, and third one is action APIs. Standardize means when using W3C WebDriver protocol, no need to encode and decode the API request, because we are eliminating the JSON via protocol. And stability means even though the Selenium 4 introduced, there is no impact to the existing Selenium scripts which have been already written. So it's backward compatible. And action APIs mean it supports to press two keys at the same time, drag and drop functionality, and zoom in and zoom out function. These are several features which introduced in Selenium 4. Take screenshot for a particular element. In early version, which is in Selenium 3, we used to get the screenshot of the entire web page. But in Selenium 4, we can get the screenshot of a particular web element. It can be a button, it can be a text box. Second one is the relative locator. Relative locator, in previous Selenium 3 we use XPath, CSS selectors, IDs, class name to locate an element. But in Selenium 4 we can use relative locators such as near, to left of, to right of, below and above. That means if you imagine a web login page, there's a username, password and sign in button. And if I want to capture the sign in button, uh, the sign in button is always below the password text box. So we need to capture the password text box first, and we can use below method to capture the sign in button. This is very useful to capture the element which is unable to find the IDs or XPath. These relative locators come into picture. And the third one is support multiple windows and multiple tabs in a single session. We use a new window method and window type enum to capture to get the tab or window in the single session. And web element get size and web element get location is replaced by web element get rect method. And then next feature is in Selenium 4, it allows to move uh, from to directly to parent frame from child frame. We can use driver switch to parent frame. In earlier Selenium 3, once moved to child frame, we cannot directly move to the parent frame. We have to go to the default frame, and from default frame we need to go to the parent frame. So in Selenium 4, it's we can directly move from child frame to parent frame. Next feature is no need to set a driver executable path or WebDriver manager in POM dependencies. So for example, you download the Chrome driver and set up in your project, and before you create a new Chrome driver, you set the Chrome driver path by using system.set properties, and you set the Chrome driver path. But in Selenium 4, you can straight away call WebDriver, and you can call new Chrome driver. Full screen and minimize screen also uh, has changed in Selenium 4. I will do a practical demo on each feature in the later videos. And dev tools are enabling network online, enabling network offline, get console logs, uh, load insecure websites. And in Selenium 4, Opera browser does not support, because Opera browser is based on Chromium, and Chromium if as I mentioned earlier, Chrome driver is extending Chromium driver class, so they have stopped development in Opera browser. So these are the features introduced in Selenium 4. I will do a practical demo for each feature in the upcoming videos. Thank you. Please subscribe my channel. Thank you.